Hi, beautiful soul. So happy to be here with you today. It has been a while. So, today we want to talk about improving self worth and stopping the feeling of not being enough. So, I have some points that I want to share with you. And the first one is totally understanding self worth. Understanding that your worth is already there, right? Just you for being a unique human being with all your qualities, your talents, but also your negative part, your shadow side that you don't necessarily want to look at. All of that makes you a unique and worthy human being. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of success exactly the way you are. So, why do we feel not enough then if our self worth is already there, is already a given? Well, it can have to do with the life experiences that we have had in the past so that we don't trust that we are worthy, right? It can also have to do with the past failure that we have had. So, a really important point when we are on the journey to improving our self worth and stop feeling not enough is to have is to embark on this self reflection journey to understand who we are, what light us up, what is our past experience, what is the baggage that we bring with us, and also understand that we are actually a human being, and that human being is more than just the physical body. There is the spiritual side of us, our celestial side, which is bigger than our body. Understanding this is understanding our true power and our true worth. Regardless of all the baggage that we bring, self reflection will help us understand who we really are. And in our human experience, we have things that we like and that we dislike, but regardless of those things, we are already worthy of love, of success, of everything that we desire in this life for ourselves and for other people. And we can give ourselves permission to get to those things as well. So, this is about self reflection, and our intuition is what connects us, what connects our human being with our spiritual being. Well, depending on what you choose to call it, you can call it your soul, or you can even call it your universe or God, right? By fine tuning your connection to that higher power, that higher intelligence, you understand your worth. So, a very important point then is to continuously fine tune our intuition so that we can get the inspiration to understand what our purpose is. And understanding our purpose will give us that sense of mission, of having something to do. And this will also increase our self worth. On the journey, we will have challenging thoughts, negative thoughts, right? You are not worthy, this is not for you, other people can have it, not you, that kind of stuff, right? Etc. To stop that chatter is important to start your inner work journey, right? You take all those thoughts and then you write them down in order to identify why they are here, where they come from, and how you can replace them if they are not serving you, or transform them into something that serves you, right? So, this is why the inner work journey is really important. It will help you to see clearly what that you are worthy, right? Understanding that the things that gives you joy are useful for your journey this is going to help you to not negate those things on your journey, because when we have a goal that we want to achieve. Sometimes you can go like hard work, and forget the pleasurable side, the rest side, forget to express yourself creatively because you are so focused on the numbers and stuff like that. So connecting with our inspiration, with our creativity, with the thing that we really love, and bringing them into everything that we do is going to help us to love what we do and to do the things that we love. This is also another point that will help us to increase our self worth and challenging the negative belief that we have. They are here for a reason, right? They are here for a reason, and that reason can be to help us to fine tune our plan and then go forward, or to help us to go back into our comfort zone. So, what are you going to choose? That decision is something that you can do every second, every minute, every hour, every time that you have a decision. You are going to choose if you want to go forward with the growth mindset or if you are going to stay in your comfort zone. Don't worry too much about it, right? Because you can still change your mind for the next decision that is going to come, for the next event that you will have. You can still change your mind and choose differently. So let your intuition guide you. Some things are so strong that we can feel them clearly in our body. By having different experiences where your intuition guide you, and then you have a positive experience at the end of that event, it will anchor the fact that your intuition is really here for you and is really guiding you toward a fulfilled life where you are feeling worthy of everything that you desire. And this means that you have a healthy degree of self worth. All right, it's also important to mention that we can exaggerate our self worth, and then we may have some events in life or something that will come in order to bring us to our authentic self, right? But like I said before, also you can minimize our self worth and think that, oh, I'm not worthy of all of these opportunities that are coming my way. And something will also come to help you to come back to your balance, right? To your real self worth. So it might be wise to recognize that our real self worth is balanced, it's not exaggerating where you feel overly puffed up, and it's not minimizing yourself while you feel like you are less than, where you feel like you are unworthy, where you feel like you are not good enough, right? So understanding that you are loved exactly the way you are, exactly the way you are already, with your negative side and your shadow side and your positive side, all of that make you who you are. And regardless of all of that, you are already worthy. All right, the next point is to be able to set healthy boundaries, because on this journey, when you know who you are and what you want and what lightens you up, you go on that journey, and you might want to people please in order to get what you want, but the people in your life can also see that you are such a kind person and want to influence you, right? But if you give from a place of resentment or just to please someone, you might develop resentment, and this will lower your self worth, right? You will feel like a doormat, so to speak, that everybody can use like they want and then leave when they don't need you anymore. In order to avoid that situation, you need to be aware of your own value, right? And it doesn't matter the type of relationship that you are in, knowing your own value help you to respect yourself and love yourself, and also to respect the people that are engaging with you and to love them as well. Again, I love this definition of love, like the synthesis and synchronicity of all complementary opposites, because then you understand that loving someone or loving yourself doesn't mean that you just choose one aspect, right? The aspect that is beneficial for you at that moment, but you take the whole thing. You take the things that you like and the things that you dislike, because they all serve at the end of the day. And that definition of love, by the way, is by Dr. John DeMartini. I've done an interview with him on creating and growing well, and make sure to check it out if you haven't yet. It's very inspiring, and I hope it's going to be very helpful for you as well. All right. What else? Self-love. Self-love is so crucial when we talk about self-worth. And like I said, my favorite definition of love: synthesis and synchronicity of all complementary opposites. So, loving yourself is not just about the self care tips that you can use, taking care of your health, taking care of your nutrition, for example, sleeping enough, doing the things that you love, and bringing love into everything that you do, right? All those are signs of self love. Also, meditating in order to get that inspiration and that intuition really sharpened. I love this quote from Einstein that says that knowledge is more important than imagination. And he said that when he was developing his relativity theory, and he said that his intuition and his inspiration make him be so sure that the scientists that were going to do an experiment to see in 1990 if his theory was found, he was so sure that they will find out that what his relativity theory said was what was going to happen in an eclipse. What I want to say is that the inspiration and the intuition is sometimes so strong that you know that you are right, but you cannot explain it. So I would highly encourage you to always follow your intuition and inspiration, right? If you get the hunch to do something, take the courage to do that thing, because it will really help you to solidify what your purpose is, because it's probably a guidance to what your purpose. And when you follow it, you can unfold some opportunities that you couldn't even fathom, right? And this is one of the things that helped me to have, for example, that inspiration to interview one of my favorite mentor, who is Dr. John DeMartini. And another thing is to choose your mentors, right? And to invest in yourself, and to choose to be a mentor yourself for other people. Because when you see people doing things, you understand that it's possible, right? When you see people exemplify some things, you see that they have given themselves permission to be able to have that in their life. And the same for you, you can give yourself permission to have that in your life as well. Not exactly the same thing, because we are all different and we are interested by different things. But for the things that really inspire you, that really spark that inspiration in you, you want to give yourself permission to do those things for yourself, for your life. Because when you are doing those things, other people can see you and be inspired as well by what you are doing, by your exemplification, by your embodiment, right? So, giving yourself permission to go after what you really want, and always following those divine intuition and inspiration are going to be so helpful on the journey to have that self worth. And like I said, when at the end of of an event, you have that confirmation that that inspiration has brought you something so beautiful, so magnificent, that you couldn't even imagine it if you just thought logically. When you understand that, then you trust more your intuition. And the more you trust your intuition and inspiration, the more self worth you have. The more you exemplify with courage everything that you truly desire on your heart and soul level, the more courage you also have to continue to go forward, right? And the more courage you have to go forward, the more self worth you have, because it doesn't matter what is on your way, you see it as something that is going to help you to continue to go forward. And you also use those things in order to inspire other people. All right. And then acknowledging the support of other people, right? Like I said before, invest in yourself in order to bring yourself into communities of people who have like minded growth mindset and who are exemplifying by their own life, by their own way of living, what is possible for all of us, right? By putting yourself in such environment, you stay inspired, so to speak. Someone can give an idea and you find your aha moment, or you can give an idea and someone find the aha moment in that. So things like starting a YouTube channel are a real good way to find communities or to start communities, and also to be willing to be that exemplification for other people, right? It's one of the things in my personal experience that helps you to grow in all areas of your life, right? It may come one way or another. And by using the inspiration, you find out, oh, this aspect of my life, I can work on that like this. And that other aspect. For example, since I'm on this YouTube journey, I have unlocked so many opportunities for myself that I couldn't think at the beginning that I will be doing this. For example, it inspired me to take even extra care of my skincare, of my mental health, of how I live life. And this is how I came into the divine feminine energy aspect of things. You can work and play at the same time and listen to your body, to your inspiration, and come to create when you are at a higher vibration, right? So, one aspect that I want to give you in order to improve your self worth is also to heighten your vibration. So, doing the things that you love, that is one thing. If you have hobbies that you love, or spending time in nature, another thing. Meditating, visualization, right? All those things really give you a higher vibration. And when you are vibrating higher, you can only um, feel good and feel worthy. And when you feel worthy and you ask for things, for opportunities, then people feel normal to give you those opportunities, right? And use those moments when you are in your high vibration to do the things that are going to bring you closer to what you really want. If you are in content creation, like creating this live stream with you, then use that high energy, that high vibration to create that thing that you want to create, right? It can be anything else for you, but by using your high inspiration, your high vibration to create, it seems more flowy and you bring all of your beautiful energy when you do it. All right, what else? There is this concept of ikigai. If you can use the element of ikigai, knowing the things you are good at, knowing the things that you absolutely love, knowing the things that the world need, and knowing the things that you can get paid for. If you bring all of those things and you find the intersection, then you nailed your self-worth and you live a life in fulfillment. You feel fulfilled in what you do and in everything in the people that you interact with, and you get paid, you get financially rewarded for that. So recently I had this inspiration of starting to record the lessons, the sessions for my course in UU. So if you want to join me during that recording, you can let me know, because I will be doing that via Zoom. All right. And this is one of the hunches that I got. And when you get that hunch, please make it a point to follow them, right? Because the universe is giving you a hand, and you cannot know what will unfold unless you take that hand, right? So when you take that hand, it will give you a sense of self worth, because it's a courageous act that you are doing. And the more courageous you act, the more self worth you have. And following your courage is not taking risk on unsupervised risk, right? It is trusting. Well, if you don't have the inspiration and you don't just take the risk, but some people are wired like that, right? And it's okay. But when you follow your inspiration before you take that leap, it is more aligned before, because you know that it is leading you somewhere. Like Steve just said, you can not connect the dots when you look forward, right? But when you look backward, you see how all those pieces of inspiration that you have been getting along the way are really bringing you toward your purpose in life, toward your fulfillment in life, and toward a sense of feeling good in your self worth, right? And you don't feel like you are not enough, because you respect yourself, and you know your your worth, you know why you are doing the things that you do, and you trust also that they will unfold into something beautiful that will help you to know your worth even more. All right. I think this is all that I had for you today. And I wish you so much love and abundance. And I wish you also that you stay healthy, and that's new year be very prosperous, very blessed for you and your loved ones. Until next time, stay inspired. I love you. Bye bye.